This deck is so good, you guys. Of course, we're talking about Celestial Alignment Druid. If you look at HearthstoneReplay.net, they put out a weekly power rankings. They did one yesterday on the 17th. Decks to climb with from Diamond to Legend, and this is on the list for the Americas and for Asia. I climbed with it the last 2 days from Diamond 5 straight to Legend. I had a 68% win rate. There aren't as many Naga Demon Hunters running around right now, even though it is objectively still the best deck in the format. I think people are anticipating the nerfs tomorrow as of the time of this recording, and there's a lot more paladins. It's pretty hard, so there is a bit of a learning curve, but it's very satisfying to play, and you get these incredible swing turns where you get to do all kinds of crazy stuff. You got a lot of survival, you got Miracle Growth in there, which is going to give you a big old taunt. Then you throw Earthen Scales on there. Everyone hates when it happens to them, but when you get to do it, it's very satisfying. That armor helps to keep you alive. That's very good against the quest hunters and anyone trying to burn you down. You got Kazakhstan in here. You can go through your deck really quickly, play out a Kazakhstan, but the real star of this deck is Celestial Alignment and Anaconda. And Anaconda, Lady Anaconda, make sure nature spells cost 2 less, so what you do is you can either wait until you got 14 mana, you play Lady Anaconda, then play Celestial Alignment, then you go off, because even though everything costs 1 mana, a lot of your nature spells will be back down to 0, so you can play Nourish, you can play Wild Growth, you get your mana back, you play Miracle Growth, that is a nature spell as well, so you get a big taunt, draw a bunch of cards. It's just really, really good. It's sick, it's disgusting, you feel absolutely dirty when you're doing it because it's just so darn good. The Naga Giants come out for free. Here it is in action. Alright, we got a mage match here. Mage is not the best matchup for this deck. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. But we got a really good opening hand here. So let's go ahead and go. I'm going to keep the Miracle Growth. Since we have Wild Growth and Guff, normally I would throw that back. But we already have our turn 3 into our turn 5, so it's probably alright. And we don't have the coin, so our hand's not going to be too full. Got the new hero here. We got Guff, Totem. It's hilarious. I don't want to spam emotes, to annoy this person, but there's videos out there that show you all the emotes, but it's pretty good. My favorite emotes are on the new Illidan one, though. That's really hilarious. Of all the new Murloc ones, anyway. Pretty slow start, probably Naga Mage, just because they haven't played anything yet. A Mech Mage probably would have played something by now, so. We're in Dumpster Legend. I'm 6,000, this person's 6,000, so pretty far behind. They're going to freeze us, but it doesn't really matter. Aquatic Form, super useful here. I don't know how much use we're going to get out of Spammy Arcanist. I've been experimenting with trading it out with other things, but since this is the version I climbed the ladder with, I decided to go ahead and leave it in here. I've been trying out Best in Shell because it's tradable and the taunts are good against aggro, reasonably speaking anyway. Right, got that good sweet Guff action going on here. We do have Scales of Onyxia, so we can go in, clear the board next turn. Armor helps a little bit, having that extra armor. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and just clear the board here. It might be a premature to use this, since these aren't presenting too much of a threat right now, but I just feel like we should do something, and we don't really have anything else good to do. And now we have 3 whelps that, they have to deal with, so it puts the ball back in their court. It gives us a little bit more time to get our plays together. Alright, this is Amulet Mage, clearly. Alright, they got 1 amulet. Kind of easy to tell, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go ahead and... I'm tempted to use 1 Aquatic Form now. Like, we would have to draw both an Innervate and an Earthen Scales if we were going to do it this turn. Let's go ahead and use one now. Don't like the spammy Arcanist. Let's take the Innervate though. Now if we get an Earthen Scales, we can use it. Looks like we did not get one. It's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna go face with this. They're probably gonna get cleared anyway, so we may as well get that face damage in. It's not like doing 6 damage to this Stone Hearth is really gonna be that big of a deal. Okay, they got a Blizzard. It feels kind of crummy to use this to finish her off. If we use spammy, we kill our own guy. That's not great either. Our hand is full. Let's use... We do have Guff. We could just mana up. But I kind of want to just poke around the deck. Well, let's use the other aquatic form first. The bad thing about aquatic form with Naga Giant is even though we probably could play it, it doesn't know that, so it won't let us draw it. So we're just setting up our next play. We're going to have 10 mana next turn. Let's set up the raid boss Onyxia. So I'm not worried about that anymore. Let's just be aggressive and go for the face damage. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, got hit with Blizzard again. That's not great. They are going to clear the board. I assume. She's going to trade, but we don't know. Wow, they're not trading. That's actually kind of scary, to be honest. At least these Mr. Mixtures gives us health as well. If we spammy, we kill both of these, we can still do something with our turn. I kind of like that idea better. Let's do that. Question is, what are we doing exactly? Let's Moonlight Guidance. Alright, we got Anaconda. Hopefully we can... Let's try to ramp up to 14 mana, so I'm going to go ahead and play this other Wild Growth. Or do we use Amalgam? We can use Amalgam. Well, if we innervate, this gets us to... Let's do it this way. Alright, I'll take another one here. We'll innervate and take a Mana Crystal. Innervate would have been good once we do the Anaconda Celestial play, but we don't have the Celestial yet, and I don't know how long it's going to be to get it. This puts a little bit more pressure on the board, and we can ramp one more time. We're going to need at least one more turn anyway, unless we just top deck it. So we're going to need another turn to get the extra mana anyway. That's not great, but it's not really that bad. That's not like that was our win condition. Although I do feel like we ought to get rid of this Bran. So if we Alexstrasza the Bran, then we can... I do want to look for the Celestial alignment, though. I'm worried about letting them keep a Bran. If we raid boss Onyxia, we just clear every... Let's do it that way. I'm going to grab a Mana Crystal, and we're just going to clear the board. We'll just deal with it that way. Grab some armor here. If we draw Celestial, we're in good shape. If we don't draw it, it's fine. We'll just do something else. We'll like Malagos or something. And then we'll probably get it for sure, because there's only so many spells left. Right, something scary incoming, I'm sure. That's what I thought they were going to do. Okay, sure. Another blizzard. That's fine. That's not great. But it did transform their own Malagos Caligos, sorry. It did transform their own Caligos into a sheep, which is pretty awesome. Wow, that did not go as planned at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's play this first to get it out of our hand. We want to get as many spells with this as we can. So let's go ahead and. All right, we got the alignments now. We are going to need to play something, so we'll play this Earthen Scales, get some armor. And it sort of feels like there's nothing else to do. We have more mana, but I want to save the ramp for next turn. We could Moonlit Guidance, but I'm trying to figure out what we would actually draw. Well, if we get the Giant, we can play 2 of them. Okay, so we're going to get 2 free Giants out of this. I mean, they might just concede here. I don't know what they have exactly. We could draw 1 more card, I guess. We're going to nuke our mana next turn anyway. Not great. The other Nourish is in the deck, though. We're definitely threatening lethal, so they have to do something. Amazing. I think we're gonna get a concede here. 6 mana. What can they even do? Okay, there's the amulet that they drew earlier. Looking for some big old beefy taunts. We can get through that one. So that's going to give us 9 plus 8 is 17. Okay, hold on, they're freezing 1. So we can get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 through. We don't quite have lethal yet, which is fine. Let's go ahead and... We need to really think about this. If we play the okay, we're going to innervate to play the Carpenter because we want the Nourish in hand. So we can play it immediately because it's going to be free. So then we Celestial. Now this is free. We get our 2 mana crystals back. We get our 2 mana crystals here. We get our mana crystal here. Let's draw here. Then we play Kazakus. There we go. There we go. There, I guess. Oh, this is some bad these choices suck. Oh, that's a really bad one there. All right, we have to get through here, through there, play this. All right, we play Celestial again, just so they have nothing to do. Because now they can only play 1 card, and there's no way they can win with 1 card. There's no single card they have that could possibly stop us now. If we had let them chain a couple of cards, maybe they could have done something, but now there's just no way. I love the double Celestial, because you Celestial the first time, then you go off, then you play the second one, and then you know they can only play 1 card next turn, and like that's it. What do you do with 1 card? You can't do anything. So there we go. We beat a mage there. Not my favorite matchup. Definitely winnable, though. You saw the kind of crazy turns you can get with this deck. It's very fun, very satisfying. I recommend giving it a try. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'm probably going to be playing this deck in the Heroic Brawlesium next week, and I will be covering the balance patch as soon as we find out what it is, probably tomorrow. Going to go live, going to take Drekthar down. Naga Demon Hunter won't be a problem anymore. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye for now.